Welcome to this channel. This channel is for educations and culture based on science and historical evidence. So those friends who do not like to face reality, please do not continue on to watch this video. So today I like to share with you more on the coming releasing of the Wing Chun S21 patch. Now in today's language, patch, like in the software, you have the software patch. Software patch is for like fixing bugs, upgrade or improve versions of the software. Now, the reason why I am doing this S21 patch, or I'm releasing it, is because the truth of people who really want to study Wing Chun the proper way is really sad. About 2 months ago, I released the S21 set, which is an upgrade of the Xiu Nim Tao set for year 2021. Guess what? After I go through everything, have a group with it, and so forth, so forth. If we look at it clearly today, only very little number of people who is really put their mind in studying the S21. You can count with your fingers how many of them. So the entire world, even I put the informations and the training in front of everybody's eyes, you only have a handful of people who really put their mind, put their effort to studying it. That's how bad it is. Well, studying something for real, for sure, to develop Kung Fu is not to watch the Chinese Kung Fu movie and get high. For example, the S21 sets, how many people get through the squat, which is the first sections of the S21? You can look around, how many people really get through the first section. The reality is, it is really only a really few people will do that. Okay? Because most people, after they found out they don't know how to do, they cannot do it, they just drop the thing. Because they expect when I release the S21, it's like some kinds of movie magic, that you learn a secret set, that you will, overnight you will become superhero. So the reason why I am releasing the S21 patch is because I see that it is hopeless if we continuing on this way, on the learning of S21. That's why I'm only going to cut the entire thing down to only 3 patches. Hope that Wing Chunner who have their heart to learn Wing Chun really be able to handle this 3 patch. This is like kindergarten. If this 3 patch, which I'm going to release, cannot be handled, There is no Wing Chun. There is no Kung Fu. Just don't kid ourselves. Okay? Learning Kung Fu, develop Kung Fu is not what the movies, propagandas, or marketing to get you high. Go look into the Western boxing gym. See how is people need to working hard in order to learn something simple like cross, hook, jab. Learning Wing Chun, even it is the Wing Chun 1850s, even the most advanced Wing Chun is no different than that. It has to go and have a good foundation, has to know the foundation, develop the foundations. Or else nothing works. Now, of course, I have a concern, especially for our Wing Chun brother and sister who is over 35, heading 60s, 70s. Thing has to be presented properly according to the ancient Chinese teaching and according to the science. Or else we are creating damaging to the body. Okay? And that's again why I am putting this 3 patch there. With this 3 patch, I make it so easy, like a piece of cake, so that everybody be able to do it, everybody be able to learn it, everybody be able to have fun with it, and only this way we have hope that people gain confidence and then be able to go study S21, and then even someday the 1850s Xiu Lim Tao sets. And in the pathway of those, people be able to find out that all the informations, the details I put in this book is something really very valuable because you need it. So it's like the S21 patch is like give everybody a hobby kit so that people can play with at any time. They can play, and then they progress, they improve, and then they have fun with it, and they know, oh, I can develop this. I can. And then suddenly one proceed into the way saying, well, I want to learn the S21. I want to accomplish something. It's like when we graduate from college, we feel good. Not that we become the number one in the entire college, but because we work hard, we really accomplish and learn something, which is ours. And only if we get to that point, we will be able to proceed. Or else we forget about it. Like people today talk about Wing Chun's punch, the speed of the Wing Chun's punches, but then they don't talk about the body. Well, when you throw a punch, if you just your hand speed compare with a short strike Wing Chuner whose body travel and then it fire the strike on top of this body move in, you see the speed is accelerate there, big time. But if we don't have that, we cannot handle the body. We just go punching here, And then we maybe talk about something called immobile elbow. It is a disaster. Ancient didn't teach that. And science show that there is a disaster. So often people debate with me because there are many people who like to debunk what I'm saying. Sometimes people say, well, Hendrik, you never learned the 1960s Wing Chun. You never learned the pole and the knife. That's why you don't understand Wing Chun. You don't understand that 1960 Wing Chun is formless. And I often like to tell those who tell me that if you really know the pole, you will never do immobile elbow. Serious. If you really know the pole play, you will never talking about that immobile elbow. If you're good at the pole, you know you cannot have immobile elbow. Why? Let me share with you. You're playing with a pole like this, right? So in pole, a very basic is you want to circle outward and you circle inward and then you pull. Three things is the most basic of the pole play. Okay? Hyun guan, kam guan, okay? And then you spear up. Now when you hyun guan, you see my body? My body is not standing here and then doing this, drawing circle. My body, when I hyun guan, you see, I shift this angle. When I kam guan, I shift this angle. Okay? So if you want to face somebody playing pole or spear with the opponent, you want it to reach really close, and then you hyun guan, you redirect him out and you strike him. Okay? Now, when you do a hyun guan or kam guan, your elbow always is needed to support your body movement, because your body, your trunk, your body movement is the number one, not this hand, not from here to here, not this piece, it's this to the body. Okay? So you have to adjust the entire thing. So if you're really good at the 6.5 pole or any spear play or any Chinese pole play, you know your elbow cannot be immobile. You are dead if your elbow is immobile. Because it tells us that as soon as you have that immobile elbow, your body is not going to support your pole. And you don't have that small angle. Just that a little small angle. You just redirect the other people in. Small angle, and this is in already. It's not standing this far away. I go like this and then do something. No, you just go in, boom. So all this angling, playing with the angling, how can you have the immobile elbow? Look at the entire Chinese. The spear play, the pole play, from Qi Ji Guang down, from Qi Ji Guang time is Yi Da Yu. You know that Qi Ji Guang is using Yi Da Yu's Jian Jing, the writing in his book. Okay, you can read here and know that. So this is an example. And as what I said just now, on the speed, How fast is that you can do this or your body go thrust forward and go? Which is faster? When you strike, it's like this, as fast as you can, or your body should move in and you strike. Or you want to put your weight behind and doing as fast as possible on this, or you just, your body entire go, this is a short strike art, you accelerate that way, you slam, strike your hand up, speed. So, the reality is really sad. So, if you look at it as a culture, in the Chinese culture, the Wing Chun culture, like the other day, I'm just talking about the Tan Bong Fo. Your Tan is like your Huyên Guan. Your Fo is like your Kam Guan. Remember the pole, Huyên, Kam, and then your spear. So your Tan Bong is like the Huyên Guan, Tan Guan. If you have no idea on this Huyên Guan, the Huyên pole, Kam pole, the circle, you talk about the Tan Bong Fo and this and that. I really don't know what you're talking about. In terms of traditional Chinese martial arts, from the ancients, I really don't know where is your idea come from. So that's why, to the minimum right now, what I can help is to share the S21 patch, 3 patch. Hopefully every Wing Chuner who have heart and who want to learn and who want to get result or advantage or benefit, be able to get benefit from it, even for daily living. And I can pre-tell you, the S21 patch is based on awareness. It has to. It's like when you go into a jungle for your operations, you need to have all your awareness, your radar, your everything there. You need to know what is there. If you don't know what is there, then it is trouble. So I can sum with you, even today, the entire Chinese Kung Fu is boiled down to two things. For fighting, it's momentum play. The bottom line is momentum. For the internal part, you call it internal art, Qi Gong, whatever, that is based on awareness. So you have only two things to remember. One is momentum. The second is awareness. You always ask people when they talk to you about Kung Fu, what type of momentum? What's so special of this momentum? How can you handle this momentum? On the other hand is awareness. What type of awareness is that? Now, do you know that? Anybody talk about Qigong? Even up to Anapanasati, the Buddhas, the real deep Samadhi stuff? I can share with you. How fine the breathing, is directly proportional to how clear your awareness. So awareness and your breathing, or your mind and your breathing, they are one. Only you have really clear or really sharp awareness, then you'll be able to have really fine breathing. And advanced Kung Fu, you need that fine breathing, because from the fine breathing, you're sure you can get back to the high aerobic coarse breathing. But the Kung Fu is in that fine breathing. And if you want Qi handling and everything, you need that fine breathing. So based on this, you just look at people when they talk about this internal and fighting out and so forth. Look at that. Let's ask a question. What is the momentum this guy is talking about? What is the awareness this guy is talking about? If whatever people talk about is none of the above, none of the above, not momentum, not awareness, you know it is an emperor's new dress. Like movie, you look at movie, nobody talking about momentum, nobody talking about awareness. You say, well, Qi Sao, I want to practice Qi Sao so that I be able to listen to my opponent. Well, what is that? Awareness. The minute you have awareness, you will say, shoot, there's momentum. Momentum is come at me because the opponent is not going to stay still. Right? If you're aware, you know that fighting is about momentum. It's not about standing there, playing your hand. If you're standing there, playing your hand, you can do it for your entire 1 zillion years. You can never get there because it's a momentum play. It's not a hand play. So they get back to awareness. And that awareness is what the Buddha called mindfulness. Okay? We don't have to define our own way of philosophy. We just describe what is the natural. It's just like if we go back to 10,000 years ago, we live in cave. You're aware that there's a tiger. The second thing you're aware is the momentum. If you are a wise guy or the tribe leader in the cave, you have to aware, you know what it is. So you know how to deal with it. It's survival. Today's Wing Chun, we like it or not, is already out from this. Every day, this hand technique, that hand technique, that hand techniques, but have no aware of what is going on in the breathing, in the momentum handling, but thinking that techniques can handle this. Sorry, it cannot. If you watch the YouTube by Guru Inosanto, Sifu Inosanto on Bruce Lee, learn something. Learn what Sifu Inosanto said on what Bruce Lee do after Bruce Lee break out with the Wing Chun. How he testing everything and how he actually like the Western boxing. You see, in the this past 100 years or so, many things is using the Western boxing base. It is not surprise because Western boxing base is reality. Bruce Lee won the floor. Well, you look at the boxer, it is a momentum. You look at the Thai boxer, it is also a momentum. You look at, so Bruce Lee, the way how Bruce Lee evolved, another thing is you look at who? Mas Oyama of Kyokushin. Everything travel in the same direction, momentum. And yet, 460 years ago, General Chi Chi Guang already said it. Fighting is about momentum. Now, if you read the book by Xi Xiaodong's teacher, the San Da, one of the San Da founder, one of the person who found the San Da in China, Where did they get those Santa things based on? Western boxing. That is reality. They're aware, they know about momentum. That's why they took the Western boxing, because Western boxing evolved in that way. While the sad part is 460 years of this thing buried in the sand in China, where people are keeping thinking about all this, who knows what the heck they are thinking, where 460 years of this they don't see. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you. Things have to start with kindergarten, and there is the S21 patch. At least get one to get into the proper basic, and then if one want to proceed, one can proceed to the S21 sets, to many things, and if one want to dig deep into why and the details and the event handling is here. There's why that there are some martial art friends from other style saying that, well, Henrik, you are actually starting a college class with all these books and video. I say, yeah. The cheapest way to do an online schooling is that. So everybody, disregard of who, if they have a heart to learn, they can learn via this video to see what happened, get the book to study in details. So this is what I like to share with you today. Next time I'm going to share with the S21. And also I start a Zoom this Saturday. Whoever want to join it can leave your email address under here under this video or in my other posts in the community. So why am I doing that? I'm retired, so this is the public service. As a person, I do not have much to offer to help people. So this is a public service. Hope that I can help to contribute to solve many people's problem. I intended to do that is for the public service, so do not abuse it. See, I don't charge you consultant fee and this and that. If you have problem, just go raise it. Go to the Zoom and raise it. Let's talk technical, have a conversations. I might know it, I might not know it, I might right, I might be wrong.